Now, you may remember that last year, if you were here at the State of the City breakfast, I announced an initiative with Grand Valley State University, whereby an undergraduate course would be offered that would explore the ways that Grand Rapids can be proactive in attracting and retaining young, newly graduated college students. President Tom Haas and I asked the 12 students in the class to look at what we do well, what we do poorly, what we don't do at all but that's working in other cities. And we charged them with making a set of recommendations to the City Commission for improving our talent attraction and retention model. Under the leadership of Professor Mark Hoffman from the School of Public, Nonprofit, and Health Administration, the course exceeded our expectations. Here this morning to tell you just a bit about the course is one of the students. Please welcome Hannah Fernando.
As I reached the third floor and turned the corner to find my class, I heard bouts of laughter coming from down the hall. I walked into a room to find Mayor Hartwell sitting on a desk next to GVSU President T. Haas talking with some of my peers, and I knew then that this was not going to be any typical college class. T. Haas started the class by writing 3 letters on the whiteboard, YGR. And he asked us, why GR? Why is it that Grand Rapids is the place it is, and why is it the place for us? Our job was to collect recommendations throughout the semester and present them to the city at the end of the year. The task was daunting and engaging, overwhelming and captivating. We dug deep, worked very hard, and here are the 10 recommendations we developed. The first is to create an all-inclusive, user-friendly app for Grand Rapids. It would include information on everything from bus and bike routes to events to featured restaurants of the week. Secondly, we recognize college students' desire for communities with character and other little details, such as reasonable rent, which led us to recommend support for neighborhood branding, which simply means strengthening the areas around central downtown. 3 and 4 both discuss the suggestion to focus parts of city planning towards millennials' taste, which include things such as downtown bikeability and walkability, mid-range rental options, and a continued support for initiatives in sustainability, such as support for urban farming businesses and park spaces that include restaurants and community events. The 5th discusses the need to better connect college students to local entry-level jobs. The 6th addresses a desire for increased support for entrepreneurship ecosystems in order to foster creativity and retain talent in the college-age demographic. Number 7 focuses on developing a type of welcome network to encourage citizens to help create a culture of authentic, genuine hospitality. 8th down the list emphasizes a need to form a sort of diversity committee, one that is comprised of community members representing their different businesses, schools, organizations, or nonprofits already at work in our city to create a colorful, flourishing culture, a culture that celebrates differences without losing virtue. The 9th recommendation is to develop a new brand for Grand Rapids, Make Your Mark. Because unlike Chicago or Minneapolis, we really noticed that Grand Rapids is unique in the fact that it's a place you can come and take your idea and make a notable, visible, direct difference in the community. A place you can make your mark. Lastly, we recognize that this list is not complete. The work is not nearly done here. And as a final recommendation, we suggest an advisory board be developed that is comprised of college students and young adults. The team would continue this class's efforts and work to continue in partnership with the city in its constant strive for growth to create a flourishing community. And I'd like to finish with this. This message is not just for City Hall. These ideas here hope to simply make Grand Rapids thrive. And you all here are the hands and the feet, the eyes, the ears, the mouths of these ideas. We all need to take the desire to grow in community, to grow in hospitality, and to grow in diversity back to our homes, classrooms, offices, churches, and town halls. I've been born and raised in Grand Rapids, and I've always liked it here for many reasons. But in this course, hearing from passionate Grand Rapids community leaders and watching my mayor sit down in class with my peers and I, asking us for advice, eager and excited to see Grand Rapids grow and prosper, that makes me proud to be a Grand Rapidian, and that makes me excited for our future. Thanks.
Thank you.